In this video I'm going to go over 5 basic tools I think you should have when you're machine polishing. We can check it out straight after this. Hey there guys, I'm Alan and welcome to AMDetails. We bring you car care and detailing related videos every week. Subscribe and make sure you smash that bell so you get a notification every time we go live to answer your detailing questions. Recently we've been getting asked a lot of questions about machine polishing and more on the fact of what tools do you need to buy when machine polishing. So I had a look at the bench and picked my top 5 basics. And just as a little disclaimer, these are not the tools you need, they're just the top 5 tools I reckon you guys should have on your bench when you're machine polishing. And if you want to know more about these tools, I will link them up in the description down below so you can go and check out their websites, have a look at their specs, where to get them, and their prices. Plus, if you guys think I've missed any tools that should be on there, or if you want to let me know what it is you're currently using and love, then get it in the comments down below so that everyone can see what's going on and we can start passing that information around the community. So in no particular order, let's go. A lamb's wool duster. A lamb's wool duster is great for removing any residue, dust, or chunky bits of polish that you might have on or around your paintwork. It's handy to do this before you do your machine polishing set so you don't pick all that up and introduce it into the paintwork. And again, after your machine polishing set, but before you buff your polish off. That way you're not gonna grab any of that dust and then bring it to your newly polished area. They're also perfect on pre-customer pickup for removing them last little bits of dust residue that might have been in your unit before they pick up. And lastly, they're also really good for keeping your machine clean. Just give your machine a quick flick over with the duster and that's all your residue gone. Quick duster tip. Use an air line to blow it out if you can. You can use a hoover to try and soak as much dust out of it, or you can put your hands together on the handle and give it a quick flick and that generally flings all the dust back out of the polisher. Do make sure though you do that outside or in the area that you're not going to mind getting dusty. Up next, a paint depth gauge. And the one I'm linking up is a fantastic basic little paint depth gauge you can pick up rather cheap online. And what it does is measure from where the base is, so from the metal, whether it's ferrous or non-ferrous, and then to its little sensor. So in theory, from the metal all the way up to the end of your clear coat. So that does mean you're gonna have to be a little wary on plastics, glass fibers, and carbons. That's because the paint depth gauge is not gonna work there. But if you use your judgment of when you were on the metal paintwork and then take that to the bumpers with a little bit of caution, you guys should be fine. So tips when using a paint depth gauge. What you want to use that for is to monitor how much clear coat you are removing. So you could use a little laser light and point it at a point of the vehicle, take a reading, be able to polish that area, then you can take a reading afterwards and that'll work out roughly how much clear coat you're removing per pass. They're also fantastic for helping you guys to find potential problematic areas before you've even got the machine to your paintwork. It'll help you find areas that have been painted or are already low spotted from manufacturing. And for the professional watching, the paint depth gauge alone will generate you some income. Make up some great diagrams of some cars and customers will come and ask you for paint depth surveys. There's many situations where this would need to happen, but as long as you're going to charge a fair price for it, you can then use your paint depth gauge and give an accurate survey of the vehicle to hand back to the customer. A top tip with these guys is to make sure you keep them calibrated. We try to do it here every time we take it out of the pouch. The little shims will come in the kit and all you have to do is calibrate it up, get it set, test it, and you're good to go. Now when we're machine polishing, it's great that we're removing defects, but we're going to need something to help us find them, and that is lighting. Now of course here at AMDetails we've got lighting on the walls, but in fact the most popular used lighting here at AMDetails is the mobile bits of kit that we have on our bench, and that is why I've added these to my essential list of basic tools needed. Lights help you to see the defects that are on the car, and it can be quite difficult depending what position you are sat at, what position you are standing at, and what angle the panel is at for you to accurately see those defects in the paintwork. So having a mobile light source allows you to move that light source around so you can get it to the exact point you need to see the defects you're looking for. And at the moment here at AMDetails, there are 2 lights that we are using nearly every time we're working on cars. The first one is the Rupees pen light. It is such a great little tool that you can tuck away into your pocket, or when you've got it on your bench, it really doesn't take up that much room. It gives a great coverage of light, and you can even change the end of it, so you can change the focus to more intensity onto some defects or have a wide angle to see some others. It's also battery operated, which is fantastic for the mobile guys that want to be out and about in their vans, or for us in the unit that want to be walking around without a cable. As I say, you can keep it quite handily in your pocket or right there on the bench, pick it up and use it. The other lights we've been using is the Draper Cobb LEDs. There's 2 types where it's got this focus beam and there's another one that's got quite a large diffuser. The large diffuser one's really handy for seeing that light marring or working with lighter cars, and the really pinpoint one gives good intense beam of light so you can really focus down on them defects, swirls and body shop damage that you sometimes need quite an intense light to find. And again, for me, these lights are battery operated, which is a must have, so that way you're not dragging cables around the detailing unit, but also for your mobile guys, you can just keep them in the van, pull them out and use them straight away. The batteries are built in, which is so handy, which means all you need to do is have the in-car charger or the wall socket charger and you can charge that right back up to use it again. The classic detailing essential I think everyone forgets is using tape. No matter the width, color or tackiness though, I'm going to go through a few things that you can use tape for when detailing. The first is to protect the vehicle. You can use the tape to mask up badges, mask up delicate areas such as plastics that you don't want to get polished residue onto or that you don't want to be leaving defects in with your harsh compounds or cutting discs. To protect the car further and to reduce the chance of you inducing any damage, you can also use tape to mask up leading edges and any dangerous areas you think you might catch with the backing plate or that might be a little bit thin on paint. Detailers also like to use tape to mask out a straight line, then they machine up to that tape line. This then gives you that definitive before and after shot that can really help you sell the service to the customer or show everyone else in the area the type of work that you can carry out. But one of my favorite things to do with tape when I'm machine polishing is to mark out important areas that I might want to return to. To do this at the start of a job, I just line out a couple of bits of tape on the bench and then draw some little arrows onto them with a pen. That way, whenever I'm working away, all I have to do is rip off a little bit of this tape and pop it onto the area with the arrow pointing at the little defect I want to go back to and address. The next essential tool when machine polishing are brushes. Brushes are fantastic at helping you to clean your pads after each set when machine polishing. And they're also fantastic at getting in and around the air vents and grooves on your machine to help clean them up so that you can get rid of any clogged up dust and keep that machine serviceable and breathing. At the moment, there are two types of brush we're using here at AMDetails, the old Meguiar's brush and the Rupees one. I'm not even sure if the Meguiar's brush is still available in the market, but if it's out there and you can grab one, grab it. It's a super handy tool. The tiny little head on it is great for getting into all the tight areas of polishing pads, plus that grippy handle. If you've got a tough microfiber, you can use the handle to help deeper that pad and really give some life back to them fibers. A new one that we use here at AMDetails is the Rupees Claw tool, which I'm not gonna lie, I thought it was a gimmick initially when I first seen it. But it's not until you get it you realize how much of a well-designed tool and helpful that it is. The brush element is brilliant at cleaning up pads, plus it has a nice rubbery weave through it, which really helps to get deep into that pile and clean all the polish residue out of your pads. And then it has the claw element, which is great for removing pads from backing plates, but also for applying polish to your pads to help you prime if you're not wearing gloves or if you don't like to actually rub the polish into your pads using your hands. A couple of cheeky extra bonus things I like to have in and around my bench when I'm machine polishing. Cotton buds and toothpicks. On their own, with a little bit of IPA or with a glazing polish, these are fantastic for cleaning up areas that you might have left polished residue, such as around badges and inside the crevices or around the door handles. Not only that, but just like the brush tool, they're absolutely fantastic for cleaning up your machines and keeping them well maintained. So with these detailing essential basics, there's no reason you won't be able to machine polish whilst keeping safe and clean whilst working. Don't forget guys to let me know down below in the comments what you guys are using, what products you're using, and if there's something I might have missed from this essential list. And if you would like more detailing tips just like this video, then why not subscribe and smash the bell so you get a notification every time we go live to answer your detailing questions. Plus, over here, 2 videos chosen just for you. Ciao.